The Green Bay Packers are a team that many people have still not thought of being less than next year. They still think they're going to be the number one seed. They still think Aaron Rodgers will find a way to make it work with Alan Lazard and Randall Cobb and a second round wide receiver that's going to take time to build chemistry with. They still believe that Matt LaFleur is going to find a way to win the Super Bowl with his not so great late game calls. The Packers are just not going to be the same team next year. I'm sorry to break it to you, they're not going to win 13 and 14 games. They're going to probably make the playoffs just because of their wonky division and bad NFC conference as a whole, but they're not going to be as dangerous as they have been the last decade plus. Without Davante Adams, a big loss to Aaron Rodgers, who is he going to throw to? Who's he going to win games with when there's 2 minutes left on the clock? You cannot run the ball anymore, and you have to throw it up to Alan Lazard, who's going to be double teamed against, the best cornerbacks in football. Who is Aaron Rodgers going to actually throw to win football games? That's what my question is. They're going to win a good amount of their games due to their running game and their amazing defense. They still have a great O-line, and they have a good coach. But I think let's slow down the roll of them winning the NFC again, as they don't have that team to do so. Week 1, they play the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota. Kirk Cousins has been a great quarterback against the Packers. I think he has over a 500 record against Aaron Rodgers in Minnesota, and the Vikings have a tremendously better offensive weaponry with Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen and Dalvin Cook, an up-and-coming O-line, and an up-and-coming defense. The Vikings could be a threat next season to make the playoffs. I do believe the Packers are just overall, with Aaron Rodgers, just have more pedigree and veteran presence to probably win the NFC North. However, I believe in this game, Aaron Rodgers has to learn, who he's going to throw to, who he's going to build chemistry with. I think the Vikings can pull off a win here when the Packers are not really ready at the beginning of the year. Week 2, I think the Packers beat the Bears. It's the Bears. The Bears are going to be probably one of the worst teams in football next year. I'm not a big believer in Justin Fields or the Bears in general. And their coach they signed, I'm not a big believer also in there. Week 3, if you see my last video, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning. This game might not be close. The weaponry difference in this game is massive. Chris Godwin could be back from injury by the time this game happens. You already have Mike Evans. They just signed the tight end from Minnesota. They still have Leonard Fournette. They have Keyshawn Vaughn, up-and-coming running back. Chris Godwin, of course, and Russell Gage. And they still got that great defense and that great offensive line. And that amazingly great, goatish quarterback, Tom Brady. The GOAT. Tom Brady's had Aaron Rodgers' number the last 3 matchups, as he won 3 of the last matchups they played, and he's 3-1 overall against Aaron Rodgers. And in this game, actually, I just think the Buccaneers are too much for the Packers to handle. I think the Packers just cannot outscore Tampa Bay. They would have to force Tom Brady into throwing picks and having bad turnovers, and Tom Brady's really not accustomed to doing that. Week 4, I think they beat the Patriots. They have a similar team. It's just I picked Rodgers over Mac Jones in the game, and their defenses, in my opinion, I think the Green Bay Packers have a better defense than the Patriots. Bill Belichick is a better coach, but overall, I think the Packers are a better team. Week 5, I think they beat the Giants. I think they beat the Jets and the Washington football team. They'll go on a little 4-game winning streak right here. And by this time of the year, they're about 5-2, and people are starting to think, oh, the Packers are just fine. And they probably will be just fine at the beginning of the year just because of their easy schedule in the beginning of the year. However, it's going to be masked up by running the ball a lot and throwing short passes until they play real teams like the Buffalo Bills, where I think it's probably going to roll them. Buffalo is just in a different level than the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen are great quarterbacks. However, Josh Allen has a better supporting cast around him. Stephon Diggs was what arguably Davante Adams was. And I believe with Stephon Diggs there, that's what makes the difference better. The Green Bay Packers then go to Detroit, who I think they beat. I think Detroit is going to be an up and coming team. However, they just are not there yet to beat Aaron Rodgers. Just yet. Aaron Rodgers is going to beat the Dallas Cowboys. I just believe the Dallas Cowboys don't have the winning formula to beat Aaron Rodgers. I know Mike McCarthy's there, former Aaron Rodgers coach, but Aaron Rodgers just always found a way to beat Dallas. And this game's in Lambeau Field. It's probably going to get cold by the time this game happens, late October, early November, and I think the Packers win this game. I also think they beat the Tennessee Titans, a team I'm not a believer in, and I believe the Tennessee Titans are going to revert next year, not even win their division. In week 12, I think they lose to Philadelphia. Philadelphia is a run-heavy, defensive stopping team. Their defense is just going to overpower the Packers, and Aaron Rodgers against strong defensive lines has struggled recently. I think their offensive power is also more than the Packers, and I think Jalen Hurts is going to show people who he is next season as a formidable franchise quarterback. I think the Eagles are also going to make some waves next year. I think the Packers, though, sweep the Chicago Bears, and they come out of their bye week at 9-4 with a pretty hard schedule to end the season. Off their bye week, they play the Los Angeles Rams. Now, many people would probably pick the Rams, but in this game, I'm picking the Packers. One reason and one reason alone. The Rams are an LA team, and they're going to Green Bay, which is probably going to be a snow game, Monday Night Football, high coverage game. The Packers are probably going to have to win this game to stay alive in the NFC and in their division alone. And at 9-4, I think they cannot afford another loss. At week 16, we have them going to Miami. A cold weather team traveling to warm weather usually is not good, as we've seen New England struggle always late in Miami. It's going to be on Christmas too, so nationally coverage game. I think the Dolphins pull off the upside. I think the Dolphins have to, if they want to make the playoffs next year, they're going to have to make a push late in the season, beat some teams they shouldn't be. And with Tua, I think is going to improve next season. They have Tyreek Hill, they have Jalen Waddle, they have just more weaponry. Their defenses are pretty similar. I think the Packers are a little better defense, but overall, I think the Dolphins have a better team, and I think they pull off the upset here. I think the Packers get revenge. They beat the Vikings. I think that's the game for the division, and in this game, I think the Packers actually win. Kirk Cousins just doesn't have the ability to win in big games, in my opinion. Big games consecutively. He beat Aaron Rodgers at the beginning of the year, but can he beat Aaron Rodgers? Division on the line. Season on the line. You want to win your division, you beat him right here. You want to sweep Aaron Rodgers. Not many teams can do that. I think the Packers end up winning, but I think the Lions actually pull off the upset in Week 18. I don't think the Packers will sweep the Lions. Week 18, they're going to Green Bay. Now, many people will say it's a tough environment for Jared Goff, but if the Lions want to make a push at the end of the year and show what they truly are, I think they have to win this game. And I think the Packers by then either will have the division locked up, which I believe so, and they're probably going to be resting their players against the Lions like happened last year, which is why I believe Lions will win. Overall, I have the Packers going 11-6. Either way, whatever way it goes, I think it's going to be about a 10 to 12 win team. 12 at the max, 10 probably more likely. 11's right in the middle. So I have them at 11-6. 4-2 to the division, 8-4 in the conference, not bad. But, they're not great against winning teams, 3-6. They're 8-1 at home and 3-5 away. And the Packers go 11-6 after going back-to-back first seeds in the NFC last 2 seasons and 13 wins consecutively. I think the Packers go 11-6, and that's why I have the Aaron Rodgers-led team going. Thanks for watching, and let's go to the next one.